Alright, let's get this thing started. I think I finally got my audio where I want it. And, guys, we might be doing. We're going to get emotional tonight. Let's just say that. Here on the Lions Pride podcast. Welcome. My name is Triumphy. As always. Okay, maybe not as always because I haven't done one in like the last 3 weeks. Guys, I've been playing Classic WoW. I've been really taking a look at my life and re-examining it, seeing what exactly I want to get out of this life. It's an interesting world we live in, and as you get older, you start figuring that out. That your parents are right. It just gets harder. But I guess it does get more rewarding in a lot of ways. So, anyways, I wanted to start off with a bit of a drop. So this week I I quit my job to pursue doing the podcast, YouTube, and stream full time, and working on the weekends, hopefully, and doing side gigs. That way, we can pay the bills and stuff that we need to. Luckily, right now, me and my wife are kind of in a great situation. Our mortgage is not very, very big. She's going to school right now and works part time. And I've been working full time for the past since we've been together on and on. And I did farm work before that, so that was a little bit more on off type work. But this job. It was working at my dad's his specialty alignment shop, and what I've been doing for the last 9 months is actually it's a lot of interesting stuff. It's not stuff that really interests me very much as a career path, but it's pretty amazing to see. I mean, these guys that I work with, that I was in charge of making work and scheduling for, are absolutely some of. I've known them for years. They've worked for my dad for one of them over 30 plus years, I think, or right at that. So I've known these guys since I was young. So it was really interesting to go in there as as the boss's son and take over a position like that. And I really enjoyed it. But my passion just is not in that, and I don't want to take my father's thing that he's built over the years that is really important to him, and it's important to me too because it's important to him. But it's definitely not my passion, and it's not what gets me going. Streaming and doing this type of stuff and doing YouTube and playing video games and interacting and building that community is truly what I love doing, and I am gonna do my best to try and build it here. So if you guys are listening to the podcast, definitely check out my Twitch and my YouTube. I would love to have some more viewers over there. There should be a lot more activity going on there soon, since I really am trying to stick to this. And I'm very, very... I guess I need to commit to this if I'm going to do it. Because I'm thinking about doing the podcast on a daily basis for a time. It may go back to a weekly after a while, depending on what we get out of the podcast. If people are listening, if we need to pivot, we'll pivot. But I think just like Joe Rogan's podcast, I like having content about certain things every day, and it disappoints me when I don't have an hour to listen to a WoW podcast or something. So if you guys want to stick around, I'm going to do my best to do at least 5 podcasts a week. I think I can do it. I think I can produce it. And that may or may not be on an insane... I'm going to try my best to do it on a daily basis and maybe just take the weekends off. But I think if I'm gonna dive into this, I need to do it full force. It's in the best. That's what I was where I was going. The reason I made the decision to leave the shop, it was one of, I'm a young guy and I still have dreams and aspirations and don't have a huge amount of stuff that I'm in debt to, or stuff like that I can't get a side gig, or be able to try and make this work. I could wait 2 years, and my favorite game that drives me to want to stream and produce content and that type of stuff. It could be 2 years old by then, and the newness worn out, and community is built, and I really want to jump in at the beginning of this thing, and do as much as I can, make friends, get people excited about playing together, and it's this game is so important to me, guys. I don't. It's not every day that a guy just goes out and. I've had this passion for 10 years. I've wanted to do videos and content for World of Warcraft, my favorite game. And the fact that I finally am in a position to do that, and make videos and make podcasts and stream, is so exciting to me. So I wanted to get on today and kind of share my story with you all. And I'll kind of start at the beginning, and I'll work up to present day, as far as World of Warcraft stuff goes. And maybe what happened in my life in between that. I'm sure all of you that are listening have a similar story, or some other, great tell that you would love to share. And if you want to, definitely go comment on the podcast, or send me an email at triumphytv@gmail.com. And I'll get back to you. I would love to hear your guys' stories, and maybe even if some of you guys wouldn't mind, I'll share them on the YouTube channel or the stream, or maybe even the podcast. We'll see. But so I want to start off with my Warcraft career. It started when I'm 23. I just turned 23 last week, guys. Or actually, I guess it's been a little bit more than 2 weeks now. But I'm 23. I started playing World of Warcraft when I turned 13. So, but that was not my first Warcraft experience. I remember playing Warcraft 2 on my dad's Gateway PC. That I remember even going and picking up the cow printed box at I think Kmart was where we got it at the time. We bought a computer at Kmart. And I was really young, and I still remember doing this. But I can't tell you how many memories I have of me and my brother and my cousin sitting down at the computer desk that I still have in my garage, and playing Warcraft 2. Something. My brother was such a dick. He he knew that. I guess so. When you click the little sheep in Warcraft 2. After enough times, they explode. And they don't explode like mechanical parts, I don't think. I think they explode blood, if I remember right. And it's like a little nuke. So, I'm sitting there. I'm probably, 3 or 4 years old. I'm watching him play this game. And he always picked the Alliance, and I always picked the Horde. Or, like if I got to play for my time of the day or something, I'd always pick the green guys because I thought they were badass. But so, anyways, I would watch him play, and he had a lot more, even though he wasn't he wasn't that much older than me. He had more of a grasp on what exactly was going on in the game. I always was wanting him to build dragons. I was like, dude, you got to build dragons, man. You got to get them out there. So, anyways, so back to my sheep story. He would click on those to make, and dude, it would make me cry, like literal tears. That he would click on these sheep and they would explode. And it's so funny looking back on it now, because I understand, I still understand. It still kind of hurts me that he would sit there and just click on them knowing that they hurt me that much. But I guess, brothers gotta be brothers. I'm sure I did plenty of stuff to him too. Anyways, So that kind of started off my Warcraft career, and then throughout kind of my elementary and high school, or and actually, yeah, my elementary school, my brother had a friend. His name was Zanoni. Sorry if you guys didn't get that. Zanoni. He was a cool guy. Still is. I talk to him every once in a while. But Zanoni played Warcraft, and my brother hadn't played Warcraft since Warcraft 2, and Warcraft 3 was out. Oh man! So I remember watching my brother play Warcraft 3, and I would sit down and try to understand that game when it was new, and I couldn't. I'd get in on like some of the custom made games and like kind of move around and act like I was like, oh, okay, this is what you do. I was still figuring it out, which I still actually, today that's kind of how I act when I play Warcraft 3. But it was exciting to get to see the upgraded version of the old game that me and my brother used to play. And I remember Zenonia one night. my parents didn't want us to play World of Warcraft because they heard on the news that there were kids dying from playing way too much World of Warcraft, which is a real tragedy. But I guess they went out doing what they love. That was maybe a sad joke. I'm sorry, guys. Anyways, my brother, he couldn't ask my parents to pay for his WoW account. So what he did is they got him a PC, a sick PC. It was top of the line, at least that's what I thought. A laptop. And me and Zanoni one night, we sat there with my brother and we were downloading World of Warcraft, secretly, so my parents didn't find out. And like it's some big it's so funny to me that they were so worried that they were going to find out. So anyways, what they did is Zanoni's parents had a credit card. So my brother would pay Zanoni every month to pay his WoW subscription so that my brother could play World of Warcraft. So eventually I would go into my brother's room every day and watch him play this game, World of Warcraft. I got back from San Francisco on my 13th birthday, and my brother ran out, and he's like, oh, wait, no, this was not yet. This was a couple years later. So, anyways, Bryce had his first bout with World of Warcraft. It kind of died off. He went back to Warcraft 3. So... But me and Zanoni stayed up all night that one night downloading the game because it took so long. I think we got into the Darnassus starting area or whatever it was at like 4 a.m. and Zanoni was so hyped to show me. He's like, dude, you gotta check this out. It's so sick. So we made a night elf. And so anyways, that story's kind of done. But so move on a couple years. I turned 13. I go to San Francisco with my aunt and uncle and my granddad and my cousin Maxwell. It was my first time away from home. I was already, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was a homebody. I liked being home because that's where everything that comforts me is. I still like that. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you, but yeah. So I got home from San Francisco. And my brother runs out, and the first thing he does is go, "Hey, dude, you gotta come see World of Warcraft. You gotta check this out." And I was like, "All right, sounds good." Like nonchalant, I was like, "I'll come in there in a little bit. I just got home. Let me put down my bags and stuff and talk to mom and dad. I'm a grown up. I'm 13 now, dude. Chill. Warcraft can wait." So, anyways, I go in there a little bit later, and he shows me World of Warcraft, man, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool." That's cool, man. So I didn't really think too much of it, And then the next night I was in there watching him, and he's like a level 15 warrior going through Westfall. I'm like, oh shit, And then this Death Knight rolls up, dude, and I hadn't even seen a Death Knight, and he was I don't even remember. He may have been Horde. He mounted up on the Death Charger and just zoomed off. I was like, holy shit, dude, that guy's so fast. And my brother's like, oh my god, dude, that guy's so badass. Oh man, and then, so funny story. Later, I'm gonna jump to this real quick. My brother bought a level like 58 online. He bought a level 58. I think he paid like $250 for a level Oh, I forget what even level it was. It may have been like 78 because the top level was 80. So he bought it for like $250, I think, and he never got it. And like so, he kind of stopped playing WoW after that because he was like, oh, I never got my guy. So I was like, oh, okay, well, I guess I don't get to watch him play WoW anymore. So I he ends up coming home one day, and he finally got his level 78 in his email or something, and logged on and had like the death charger. I was like, oh shit, dude, you've got the death charger. That's so crazy, man. He's like, I know, man. Check this out. You like, and then he mounted up. Ah, man, so cool. Still so cool. This is a game, guys, just so you know. Anyways, so somehow I get sucked into this game. I stay home one day. My parents are going out of town, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna make a World of Warcraft character. And so I asked my brother that day. I was like, hey, dude, can I make a World of Warcraft character on your account? And he's like, yeah, dude, but don't mess anything up on my account though. And I was like, okay. So I went and made a night elf. No, blood elf hunter. That's what I made. I'm that guy. Made a blood elf hunter, man. And it took me all day, guys, to get to level 7. Like at 13 you pretty much know what you're doing and stuff. I knew how to read and everything, but there was still some weird, like I wasn't that quick at it, and north, west, and east were still kind of throwing me off at that age. So questing was really hard because you didn't have any help. This was early Wrath of the Lich King, and you didn't have the blue markers or anything. You just got a quest, and you had to go find out where to get it and where to do it. And that was really interesting. I think I do prefer like the questy stuff nowadays because I don't like doing all the reading. I kind of just like playing with my friends, and doing the reading stuff when I want to. But yeah, it took me all day, and it was one of the greatest, most. I remember it so good, vividly. I still go back to that place sometimes in WoW. I can't in Classic now because it's not there yet. But it still gives me goosebumps going back to that place. It's so weird to say that about a virtual thing, but it's true. I really appreciate that place and the art that went into it and the music and the story, and I remember it. And that's a cool thing. Not that I don't think very many games accomplish anymore. So that was the start of my WoW career, and after that, I think I got that guy to like level 24, and I didn't ever get to play him again. I ended up getting a computer that Christmas for my for Christmas. It was a Black Friday computer, and I downloaded WoW. My brother's girlfriend at the time got me WoW. I downloaded it, and kind of the rest is history. I have memories of begging my brother to pay my subscription because I couldn't afford it. And he had a job, and he did it a couple times. It was a cool thing. I have so many good memories with him and his friend, our other brother Jarrett, playing World of Warcraft. And even though they didn't play that long, it was such a blast while they did. And here, 10 years later, I'm still, around, kicking in this game and this community. And I think it's a great game, and I think it's an awesome community. And I want to see this game, especially Classic, and the retail game, if it stays. If Classic, it's kind of hard at this point because I don't want to see Classic take over, but at the same time, that game is doing so well. It's like, well, why stop something that's doing so well? I would love the retail version of the game to do well and really reintroduce some of these core mechanics that and ideas that Classic has and reinforce those. I think, and I think they can do it. I have faith in Blizzard, and I don't know if they'll ever make the perfect game that I want. But I know they're trying over there, and if nothing else, we have Classic to kind of bite into, and know there's not going to be too many changes, and that's exciting too, and it's exciting to see where that's going. So, anyways, I played World of Warcraft. Oh gosh, so for 10 years now, I've played World of Warcraft, and it's a great game. I have made so many friends. I've been to BlizzCon 3 times. Maybe 4 times, 3 or 4 times, and have absolutely made some of the best friends I had ever had doing that. And even though I'm not in contact with many of them right now, I hope to get connected to them with the Classic launch and everybody really enjoying that game. But for me, it's been really my hobby for the last 10 years. It's been something I've wanted to talk about and share with people and show people. And unfortunately, in my area, there's not too many, other than my friend group that I have, people that are that interested in it. So I really want to reach out to the community and get some people in here that love playing the game. Guys, by the way, I'm playing on Bigglesworth, Horde side, in the guild named The Guild, and if any of you guys want to come play with us, we are still leveling. We have a few people in 40s right now, and a few people still in the 20s, and we're working towards 60. Hopefully, gonna have some people that are wanting to raid. If you would like to come join us, please don't hesitate to get on and shoot Triumphy. Or I think my name on my Torn Warrior's name is Triumphy TV. Just send me a PM, and I'll get you in the guild. Right now, we're growing it, so come on, and just don't be a dick, and don't try to be overbearing and stuff, and everybody will be fine. I'm sure the people that don't need to be there will weed themselves out, but. We have a really great group of people over there that's playing, and definitely come join us. It's going to be a good time. I know the podcast is called The Alliance Pride Inn. Even though I play Horde, the Alliance Pride Inn is such a key aspect of WoW and such a known place of coming and hanging out together in WoW. And I want to keep that that aspect. So I'm not going to change the name of the podcast because I'm Horde now. But I do want you guys all to know I am Horde, and we unfortunately do not have a alliance base guild, but if you want to roll a Horde, we'd love to have you. So come on over. Anyways, back to what I'm doing now. So now that I'm older, guys, I achieved the goal. I got married. A WoW guy got married, guys. There's hope for all of you, okay? And, I thought for so many years I was going to have this wife that hated my video game habits and wanted to really, get rid of them. And I was really worried about that going into marriage. But my wife, Kaylee, is absolutely one of the most supportive people of what I'm doing right now. Out of everybody, and it's so cool to have that, and so man, it just makes her that much more appealing for me. But it's not a everyday thing that your husband comes to you and goes, hey man, I want to try to do this, and it's important, we need to do it now. And it is important to me, and I want to succeed in it, and I am going to do my absolute best to make that happen. So, guys, I really appreciate you coming and listening to the podcast today. I think I got out pretty much everything I want to. I want to thank all the people that have helped me. All the friends I've made in this game. Guys, I had friends that paid for a trip to BlizzCon for me for 1 year. I mean, it's this game is not just a game, guys. It's a community, and it has real relationships in it, and it has real friendships and family dynamics, and it's an important thing to humans, to a lot of humans, and even if it's not to everybody, it is to us, and we love this game. And this is my game. This is the game I want to wake up and play and make friends in and go slay dragons in. This is my game. And it's your game too. And that's the great thing about World of Warcraft. It can be all of our games at once. And we can play it all together. And how cool is that? So, anyways, guys, this has been I think this is episode 4 of the Lion's Pride podcast. I'll see you tomorrow with the next one. So, thanks so much, guys, for listening. This is a really scary and exciting time in my life, and I would love your support in the stuff that I'm doing. You can definitely go follow my Twitch at twitch.tv/TriumphyTV. You can search my name on YouTube, Triumphy TV, or on my Twitter. I have everything linked as well. So, and that is at Triumphy TV. So, guys, please go follow me on Twitter. Go follow my YouTube, and come hang out with me on Twitch. It's always nice to have people in there talking to you when you're streaming. It gives the back and forth that streamers need to be able to succeed. So I would love to see some of you guys, especially that are listening to the podcast, maybe driving to work or hanging out on your walk in the morning or whatever you're doing I like to do dishes while I listen to podcasts sometimes. So, this isn't, I'm not an elitist. I'm not the greatest player ever. I'm just a really passionate guy about this game, and I want to see it go as far as it possibly can. It's a huge game. It was before, and I absolutely believe it will be again. So, as always, guys, this is Triumphy, and I'll talk to you guys next time. See ya. Hey guys, it's Triumphy again. Just wanted to let you know, I do stream and I do a podcast. The podcast's name is The Lion's Pride Inn. It's a classic World of Warcraft podcast where I just discuss kind of what's going on in the week and how I'm feeling about the game. I would really appreciate your guys' support over there, as well as my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/TriumphyTV. When I'm not YouTubing and podcasting or editing that stuff, I'll be over there streaming, so come by. I'll probably be a little bit more relaxed over there, but I'd love to talk to some of you guys, and yeah. All right, guys, thanks. Bye.